Hello, I'm Seth Johnson with Land the House. So last time we set out our cinder blocks in the position that we wanted them for our tiny house. Well, in today's video we're going to put the first layer down. So let me show you what we're going to be putting down and then we'll get started. I am going to have to sweep real quick. This is our front door. We've got the sides there. Now back here is going to be where the composting toilet is. So that's going to be open. So let me sweep this and we'll get started laying these blocks. I'm going to start on this side over here, and what I'm going to attempt to do is lay down a chalk line so I know where the edge of the blocks should be. So, and of course your block is roughly 8 inches. So, I'm going to pull this out and measure 8 inches over here. There we go. Now from what I've read, the mortar mix to sand ratio is 1 to 3. So 3 parts sand, 1 part mortar mix. So I figured for my first attempt at doing this, I'm going to do 3 half buckets of sand. And I'll just do 1 half bucket of cement. Now we have our Portland cement and sand mixture. I'm going to start adding some water. And start mixing this up. After a good bit of stirring and mixing, I've come up with this consistency here, which one fellow online said that your mix should be the consistency of cold yogurt. So that's kind of what I got here. So let's see what happens when we start laying block. So I think I'd rather err on the side of too much than too little. Okay, just judging where the middle of the block is here. And the end of the block. And then for this way, I'm going to turn here. The reason is because I was about to make a mistake already. Because this block is supposed to go here. So I guess there are 2 ways of learning something. From a professional who knows what they're doing, or from me. I'm going to see if we can get this block fairly straight and level here. Yeah, the edge of my foundation here is far from level, so I'm gonna have to work extra to get these blocks where they need to be. All right, for our first block, it's level this way, and pretty well level that way. There we go. Our first block. Now moving on to the second block. I'm going to try to get this on here on the edge. Yeah, I don't think my consistency is quite right. Maybe a little dry still. Yeah, but might add a little bit more water to this, and because it's not sticking too well. Yep, more water. Okay, block number 3. Once again, I'm gonna plop out our cement, or mortar, I guess it is at this point. Get our cross piece going here. Now I know I'm using a lot, but because I'm uneven here, I'm going to try and get this evened out a little bit. Okay, so once again, let's try getting this on here. Yeah, definitely have to gain some practice on this. Feel free to comment with laughter if you want. I guess you got to start learning somewhere. Alright, so there's that one. Now start tapping it for level. Alright, like I said, this foundation is terribly uneven, so I'm going to have to pull up this side over here. Well, after a good bit of work, I have managed to get 7 blocks put down, and they're level and pretty straight, so I'm pleased. At the opening of our doorway, the blocks are going to come up too long, so I need to have a half block here. Now I've heard you can take a hammer and a chisel and score along the spot you want to cut. We'll see if this happens. I just do this a couple times on both sides here. Well, apparently when you use a wood chisel with a sledgehammer and a block, it bends the chisel in half. So I've purchased one of these. Hopefully that'll allow me to hit a little harder and break this block. There you go. This is the last block of the bottom row here at the door. So I'm still not good at this, but I think I am getting a little bit better. So I've just been plopping a good bit down on the ground and then putting a smear on these. Something kind of like that. And then plopping these in here. Then I use a level to see where it is. I'm a long ways away from a professional block layer, but I am pleased with this. Never done it before, and it looks pretty good. So one more step into completion of the tiny house. When I get to the second layer, I will pull back another video. So thanks for watching. I'm Seth Johnson with Land to House, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm a long ways from a